Outside Levine. Offline with a three. And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Here's Thompson. The rebound by Murray. Antetokounmpo with it. And Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Antetokounmpo surveys. Fires the three. Doesn't go. And he's 0 for 1 from the floor. And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
Antetokounmpo with it. Now Thompson defending. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Kennard outside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Mo Bamba.
And you know, Kennard is known for his shooting expertise, but his ability to handle the ball and create for others is very overlooked. Well, that's not the focus we're used to seeing from him at the line. He's usually rock solid from there. You can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
Thompson outside. Pass to Kennard. Fires for three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, some of the most solid mechanics in the league. Kennard has complete trust in his motion.
And here is Bamba. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach. We briefly discussed Anthony Davis and what he wants his team to do against him, and coach said to make him into a jump shooter. I think if we can make the majority of his shots jumpers and keep him away from the rim, we should be in good shape. Easier said than done, but we'll see what happens. EA?
And Allie, thanks. And so Thompson will bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 1. Kicks it out to Kennard for 3. And it's Klay Thompson with the 3.
3 points.
This is Thompson's pure shooting ability in action. He has the shot up in seconds.
Pass to Bamba. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Kennard for 3. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. The drive by Antetokounmpo.
Well, when Giannis is coming down the lane, good luck. Few, if any, can stop this. Moving the ball for the highest percentage look.
Now here's Murray. He's scoreless. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Smart for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
Way to rise to the occasion and snatch back the momentum.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Kennard outside. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. With the drive. And Giannis with the dunk.
Exploding to the cup. That's the burst in power of Giannis.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Thompson gets it to go.
Easy shot for him. He'll take that every time up the floor.
And so Tomas Isolo calls the timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. There's 21 seconds left in the opening quarter. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
And they call an illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
It's intercepted. A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. They lead by 3. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2.
13.
Good to have you with us on this Easter Sunday. We're ready for more of the NBA on 2K Sports. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Stolen by Kennard. And they're on the run. Antetokounmpo with the block.
What timing from Giannis on that block attempt. Makes his move right on cue to deny the rim attack.
First team foul.
Antetokounmpo outside. No good from outside.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
Stan, when you talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you say he's one of the most unguardable players ever?
Well, BA's certainly got to be in the conversation. Besides maybe Wemby, we haven't seen anyone like Giannis when it comes to length and those long strides especially. Plus, he has that strength, too.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Thanks a lot, BA. Anthony Davis talked about what motivates him. He said championships, the things I do in the community, being a good teammate, playing hard. All that stuff matters the most to me. Don't get me wrong, money is amazing, but my legacy will win that battle every time. Back to you guys.
Priority straight. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Thompson. Off the mark there with a 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And here is Antetokounmpo. He's got 6. Outside Levine. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Oh! Don't let Giannis in!
And Giannis can look like he's made of steel the way he ignores contact. Are we sure this man is human?
Kennard on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Bamba.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Thompson. Banked it in off the glass.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
And they double up Murray. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. The 3 from Bamba. Misses that one. 3 for 4 from the floor. Now here's Thompson. Kennard, left side. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
Antetokounmpo outside. Bamba in the high post. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Bamba. Antetokounmpo outside. The rebound by Klay Thompson. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And it's Thompson penetrating. Missed inside.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now Antetokounmpo. Give him 8. Thompson with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Coming onto the floor for Boston.
Here's Thompson. A good-looking shot from the wing. Thompson's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave a team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more.
Levine attacking. And Levine throws it down.
Well, taking it into his own hands right there. Levine doing a great job getting to the rim.
Pass to Kennard. And stolen by Murray. On the wing, Murray to the paint. Here's Bamba. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Martin.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Boston making a switch here. The free throw off the mark from Bamba. Boston on offense. Trailing by 2. And that kicks off a string of 3 home games for them. Kennard can't get it to go. Smart looking around. Pass to Bamba. No good, off the front rim. 30 seconds left in the first half of this game. Kennard outside. And stolen by Antetokounmpo. The finish! And Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
So easy for Giannis to dunk it. It must be nice, huh, guys?
And an intentional foul right there. Boston shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. He's off on the first. And he sinks the second.
Well, it'll be fun to watch Ausar Thompson develop over his first few years in the league.
Right, attacking. And here's Nurkic for 3. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Up 3. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the 3rd quarter, right after the break. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Boston trails by 3. Here's Henderson. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Tipped away. And stolen by Antetokounmpo.
Not the best pass, guys, and the defense took full advantage.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Caleb Martin. That'll be a second foul of the game. The 3 from Bamba. Boston pulls it in. Henderson scanning the floor. Takes it inside. Misses in close. Pass to Bamba. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
He's 0 for 1 at the line, missing on his first trip. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line. And you have to love the two-way ability of DeJounte Murray, Coach.
Well, Brian, when you have someone that big and athletic in the backcourt, it's a huge advantage. Murray is also highly skilled. He is an impact player.
Here's Thompson. 5 points in the game. Pass to Thompson. It's stolen by Smart. Antetokounmpo for three. Antetokounmpo showing his range.
One of the most dominant scorers in the game today. Antetokounmpo takes pride in putting the offense on his shoulder.
Kicks it out to Kennard. Knocked loose. Smart with the ball. And Kennard picks him up defensively. Pass to Bamba. Stolen by Thompson. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart.
They're one of the greatest shooters ever. Thompson's confidence is what makes him so dangerous.
And then Davis punches it home.
And that's unbelievable. Davis sky high doing his thing.
Here's Bamba. And he drives in. No good with a layup. Thompson scanning the floor. Clock at 6. Out to Thompson for the lead. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 12.
With perfect mechanics, too. Klay Thompson's jumper is a work of art, an all-time shooter.
Pass to Bamba. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
You know, they've hit the ground running to begin this second half. 4 for 5 so far.
The drive by Antetokounmpo. Here's Levine for three. Davis with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
He takes it in. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
The three from Bamba. Drains the triple. Bamba's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
Thompson. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Antetokounmpo can't connect. So it's Boston now. 2-point game.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Thompson outside. There's the three. Giannis with the rebound. .146 left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Levine for three. Kicks it out to Smart. Up again. Antetokounmpo flying high for the follow. Thompson with it. 9 points in the game. Drives to the hoop. Pass to Kennard. Back to Thompson. Good D by Antetokounmpo. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Now Bamba. The three. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in.
That's his third triple of the night, his second since halftime.
Thompson right side. Kennard outside. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. It's a close one here in San Francisco. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Well, Levine is known for his scoring, but he's a capable passer as well.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Thompson with some changes. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Celtics. Trailing by 5. Again, the miss by Boston. And here's Wright. Outside Walker. There's the triple. No good. And that'll do it for the third quarter. Leading by 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. And we will have a timeout called by Tomas Isalo. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He said, "This is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up." He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. And timeout is called by Tomas Isalo. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Here's Antetokounmpo. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
How strong is Giannis? I mean, he's just so hard to defend. Sometimes you have to foul.
And he's good on the second. Boston trails by 6. Thompson outside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
Antetokounmpo for 3. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
Well, look, it's big trouble for the defense when Giannis is hitting the three-point shot. There is no stopping him.
Kicks it out to Kennard. Pass to Burks. Jacks up a 3. Great D that time from Murray.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. You can't allow any space.
Bamba, that's good.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
They set a pick. Antetokounmpo with it. Now Thompson defending. Outside Levine. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Will it go? Oh, big man slam by the big man Davis.
And I'll tell you what, if you're going to mix it up with Davis, you better be on your game. He's so powerful inside.
Thompson with a steal. Left side Davis. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Pass to Bamba. Tries it from 19. Boston pulls it in.
I'm not sure how he's going to explain that shot later.
Yeah, you know, back in the day, you'd be taking a seat. Now, unfortunately, it seems like we see too many ill-advised shots.
Yeah, between his length and touch, Davis is the perfect interior player.
Stolen by Burks. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Now here's Thompson. Thompson outside. He launches. Not that time. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
As things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Cash from downtown.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Jacks up a three. Buries it from outside.
Well, Kennard wasted no time firing back. That's the work of an elite three-point shooter.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
The finish. And he pummels the iron. Bookends the break.
And meeting those expectations. I mean, this is what we all wanted to see from Thompson on offense.
Antetokounmpo outside. Shot clock at 5. Look at the long strides of Giannis on the drive. Man.
Well, that's the touch of Giannis. We've seen it improve so much over his career.
And Marcus Smart picks up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now Thompson. On the wing, Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Now Davis. Outside Thompson. Can't hit it. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That'll be a second foul of the game. Bamba inside. Now Murray. Now Antetokounmpo. Oh, the slam off a fantastic lead pass. What a play.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
There's 39 seconds left in the final quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Now Antetokounmpo. Stolen by Thompson.
Honestly, they're just down by too much to mount a comeback.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest, this game's over.
And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
And they double up on Antetokounmpo. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Unable to get the ball in bounds, and they got called for a 5-second violation. And so the home crowd treated to a win. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about wraps it up.